Hi, welcome to everybody's favorite Red Mage, episode number 82. I'm No Fing Wei, aka Spencer, and this is a 5-minute breakdown of a Red Magic the Gathering card, their properties, missed opportunities, and honestly what I think. You can find me on twitch.tv/NoFingWei for a $0 free experience on MTG Arena. I'll show you how to do it, just like me. Today is the card from the set, The Brothers' War. Fallaji Dragon Engine. 8 mana for a 5/5 artifact creature dragon. It's uncommon. Prototype for 3 are red and 2 colorless. You have a 1/3. It has flying, and for 2 Fallaji Dragon Engine gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Now again, we are seeing one of these artifact creatures that's not a red card, but does have a red ability on it, right? It uses red mana to trigger the prototype. So prototype is when you get the smaller version of the creature based on the smaller amount of mana that you pay. So Fallaji Dragon Engine cost 8 mana, right? 8 colorless mana for a 5/5 flyer, or you could pay 3 mana for a 1/3 flyer, right? And that's also very, very cool. I'm not really angry at this card. 3 mana for a 1/3 it seems kind of normal. So I believe 3 mana for a 2/2 Sea Drake, right? The blue 2/2 flyer is the classic prototype, or it's the classic schematic. The blueprint for a flyer is 3 mana for 1 blue, 2 colorless for a 2/2 Sea Drake, right? That's like the classic what blue flying creatures usually look like. Now red creatures, when they do have flying, they typically are dragons. They typically are dragonlings. They have wings in red. So this fits because it's in the dragon theme. And because it is a dragon, you can probably put it in a dragon deck if it makes sense. If you have a deck that fits around dragons, or because it's an artifact and you can fetch up an artifact, this is also pretty cool to fetch up an artifact. Now 3 mana for a 1/3 makes this a blocker, makes this more in the defense, and not really offensive. But what's really cute is that its +1 ability is what we call fire breathing in red. And it's for 2 colorless mana, so you don't have to pay the red that you naturally would for fire breathing in the red mana field. You're just playing 2, so you can splash this. You can put this in any deck. You don't have to put it in a red deck. But for the prototype cost, it does cost red mana. Now in draft, I could totally see you slamming down a 5/5 flyer that has fire breathing. Seems cool. I'm not angry at you. Right? If you needed an early attacker, 3 mana for a 1/3, it's also not bad, especially at the flying range. And it could provide more offensive help a little later in the game, right? Because for 2 mana, it starts to get a little bit bigger. So I'm not really angry at this Dragon Engine's ability to become offensive. It's just, because it's an artifact, because it's not truly a dragon. Well, I take that back. It's truly a dragon, but it doesn't really fit all the other dragon prototypes. Like you're gonna have better dragons that come into play and typically do something, or you have Shivan Dragon, which is just a better dragon for cheaper, right? But at least here, this gives this creature an opportunity to exist in other colors. So I'm not angry at Fallaji Dragon Engine. It's a good card. It's very good defensively, right? It's very good defensively and has the opportunity to go offensively, which honestly is a really good card in draft. It's also a very good card against little critters, right? On nice blocks, and you get to pump them up. And because it's an artifact, you have a little bit more help on the searches. You get to look up artifacts. You get to play artifacts. You can manipulate your artifacts a lot better than just straight up creatures. So this card, I'll give it a C. I'm not like too surprised from it. Nothing awesome. This card's very normal, and 8 mana for a 5/5 flyer is pretty expensive. But I think the artifact is the reason why they made it cost a little more. But hey, if there's something you see that I don't see, let me know what you think. Okay? Do you agree with me, or do you disagree with me? What am I missing that you see? Let me know with a comment down below, or on Twitch or Instagram or YouTube, or even on the podcast. Let me know on twitch.tv/NoFingWei. Next, let me know what other card you want me to review, okay? You decide. Episode number 82 in the books. Peace.